I'm Keith Melton. I'm a senior master of the cane with American Cane Self-Defense. And today I'm here for cane masters to talk about some tips that you can use for using your cane in snow and ice. Now, first of all, ice is very dangerous. It's often black ice, which means you can't distinguish between the ice and some pavements and some black asphalt. If you can avoid ice, you always should, because canes work by giving you some friction on the bottom that helps you stand. This works great on normal surfaces, but when it's slippery, you lose any advantage you have. Now, there are a couple of tips you can do. The tip of a cane is in some ways similar to the tires on your car. When they start to wear, they get smooth, you have less traction. Well, a cane tip is the same thing. When you use it and it's worn smooth, then there's less traction or friction that stops you from falling. So one tip I suggest, if you're having to walk in ice and snow, is take off your regular cane tip and order one of the oversized heavy-duty cane tips from Cane Masters. They're inexpensive and you have more surface area to contact with the ground or the ice, and you have ridges that will help it stay up. You won't fall as easily. Given a choice, you should avoid black ice and all ice. Now, in some ways, snow is even worse because the little white, powdery, fluffy stuff may be concealing some black ice beneath. Always avoid walking in fresh snow until you check the surface. Well, how do you do that? Well, you've got a cane. Use your cane to probe the ground. Check for ice, check for holes. It'll make you a lot safer. If your health is a priority, as it should be, avoid ice and snow whenever possible. Now, Cane Masters does make one accessory you should consider. It's a clamp that goes on the lower part of the cane. It'll swing into place and it has a little metal spike. It does give you more stability. There are many customers that like it. However, you cannot carry a cane with a spike on any airplane. It's difficult to take in some places. I usually don't like it because it works with a clamp. It clamps onto the lower part of your cane and it tends to mar the finish. If you decide to use it and you order one, be sure and wrap the lower part of your cane with electrical tape to make it some protection for your shaft. Now, the safety and well-being of your cane, you got to think about the finish also. Your cane needs to be kept clean. So when you come in from using it in snow and ice and slush, always take a damp cloth, wipe it and wipe it clean. Be careful of the areas around the tip. Ideally, you'll want to remove your rubber tip and then wash it so it's nice and smooth. Then take a clean cloth and just gently polish it. The next thing I would do is understand that in wintry conditions, usually your cane will be drying out because of lower humidity. So always take mineral oil, inexpensive, and liberally coat your cane with it. Just kind of rub it softly and finally it will glow. The best advice for wintry conditions is use a cane on ice and snow only if you must. Be very careful. Use a heavy-duty tip. If you're unsure of what the surface is in front of you, test it. Make sure it's good before you walk. We don't want you falling. If you do have any other questions, just please give us a call here at Cane Masters.